Let's look at the claims first.
Trump repeatedly tried to undermine coverage for 134 million Americans with pre-existing conditions.
He wants to deny you access to coverage.
That from an ad Mike Bloomberg's campaign published Friday. And here's the tweets President Trump sent Monday morning in response. He calls the ad false advertising and says, quote, "I was the person who saved pre-existing conditions in your health care." So what's the reality? Is the president undermining protections for pre-existing conditions, or is he the one protecting them? Our sources are the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, the U.S. Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services, and the Affordable Care Act, often called Obamacare. First, it's important to identify what part of the law actually prevents insurance companies from discriminating based on pre-existing conditions. That's Subtitle C, Part 1 of the Affordable Care Act, titled Prohibition of Pre-Existing Condition Exclusions or Other Discriminations Based on Health Status. This was passed in 2010, took effect in 2014. Put simply, it's part of Obamacare and took effect under President Obama's administration. President Trump had no role in the creation or passing of the Affordable Care Act, which allows those with pre-existing conditions to get coverage. And while President Trump has consistently said he wants to keep protections for pre-existing conditions, he's also consistently said he wants to repeal and replace the Affordable Care Act. That's the distinction here. Since these protections have been in effect since Obama was president, Trump would only have to save them if his administration and fellow Republicans followed through on their promise to overturn Obamacare. Now, President Trump and Republicans do say they have a plan to do both. They'll keep protections for pre-existing conditions and repeal Obamacare, but they haven't tried to make that law yet, and they haven't actually said how it would work. That means looking at claims right now, we can verify that Trump's claim is false. He didn't save pre-existing conditions as he claimed. In fact, his administration and party are working to have them removed right now by trying to overturn the law. With your Verify, I'm Jason Puckett.